Prospect first. I want to share this quick story with you. So, have you ever heard of the baseball team, the Savannah Bananas? Jesse Cole is the owner, and he bought the Savannah Bananas and he went into debt, a lot of debt, over $1 million worth of debt. And he read this book called Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And so this book teaches you the first thing you do is to take profit before you pay your expenses. And it's hard to kind of think that way. Like, why would you do that? Because you might run in the red. Well, what it does, or what it did for Jesse, is when you take that profit first and then you handle your expenses, you have to get really creative with how you pay your bills. And that was one of the key catalysts that drove him to get super creative with the Savannah Bananas. They challenged their team to have more fun, change the way baseball is viewed, and you got to look them up if you don't know them. The Savannah Bananas are amazing. It's a show. The game is almost less important than the between the innings and all the antics that kind of lead up to it and all that. So here's my thought though. So he was able to take profit first, pay off $1 million in debt, and make a baseball team one of the most successful minor league baseball teams of all time. And I'm thinking about this. Okay, that's backwards. Usually you take your profit last. Well, right now we have a lot of challenges in the mortgage industry, and not everybody's prospecting like they should be. My thought is we prospect first. There's a process I coach to called First and 10. First thing you do in the morning is you have 10 prospects you're going to call, and you call all 10, and then you get to work. At the end of the week, if you did that every single day, you would at least call 50 people. If you're busy and you're already producing a lot of business, well, that's a great way to stay ahead of the curve and keep planting seeds to grow your business. You may want to do first and 20 if you don't have as much business, but here's what my thought is. The parallels to this is it just makes sense. Prospect first in the morning and get creative on how you get the rest of your day done. I bet you that you're going to find a way to take care of all that busy work that, at the end of the day, you think, man, I had a really productive day. I did a lot. And when you think back on that day, what did you do that really moved the needle in your business? Sometimes you put out fires. Sometimes you just did things because you could do it when you have a team and a staff to do that. And you really should be prospecting. So here's my challenge to you. Prospect first. Have a plan. In the morning, write down the 10 prospects you're going to call every day. Call those, plant the seeds. Your future business is relying on this, especially right now. Interest rates have gone up at historic levels. Refis are kind of drying up. There's still a lot of cash out. There's a lot of loan officers attacking, realtors in the same purchase business right now. So we've got to be on our game. We've got to be connecting and creating relationships. We have to prospect first. If you haven't read the book Profit First, it's a great book. But just think about this. Your future self, 90 days from now, 180 days from now, is going to thank you so much if you just put this plan in place every single morning and you at least make 10 prospecting calls. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Prospect First.